Hey guys, what's going on? This is mistavp. Welcome back to the channel.
The houses
So
are
today
launching
what I'm going to be doing
coordinated
is just
assaults. We
actually
need their
testing my
battle
streaming
plans if we are
software.
to mount a
I've never done this
defense.
before, and I don't have a webcam set up to show my face, so you're just getting my screen right now, and hopefully my voice. Again, this is a test, so I'm not really doing anything specific. I'm actually logged into World of Warcraft right now. This is my level 60 Death Knight, and I'm just going to see again if this is transmitting properly, and I'm just going to kind of mess around a little bit. Don't have any particular plans. If you're new here, I really appreciate you stopping by. Please do consider subscribing. I'm going to be doing like a bunch of random videos between World of Warcraft videos, car videos, like if you like cars, jeeps, trucks, installation videos. I know a lot of you guys have come here for my Jurassic World content, my Godzilla unboxings and reviews. I also will occasionally do movie reviews, so definitely stick around if you like any of that. If you have any questions also, I'd love to answer them. I do appreciate all the comments and messages that I've gotten over the last year or so that I've been off of YouTube. I wasn't off for any particular one reason, it's just kind of been a combination of reasons, mostly that I've just been working a lot of hours. I typically work about 50 plus hours a week, so a little bit more than a typical full-time job. It's very stressful, as you can imagine, but another thing was basically that I just can't keep up with Mattel. I'm a huge fan of their Jurassic World line, as you guys probably know, and I literally just have boxes and boxes of stuff that I would love to go through, but I just don't have the room for it anymore because they're producing so many items, and I'm somewhat of a completionist. I like to have everything in the line. Well, it's not possible anymore. I would literally just fill my entire house with Jurassic World toys, and it's not practical. So at this point, I'm actually trying to slim down my collection, like getting rid of things that I don't love, and just making room for newer items that I want to collect, and I want to display, because I kind of feel like having things that I love, but they're just in boxes and not really visible, kind of defeats the point of collecting and enjoying something. So, I do have a few loves. I mean, Jurassic World is obviously one of them, and it definitely dominates my collection. But I also love Godzilla, the Transformers movies, all the toys that have come out with those, some of the Hasbro ones, and then definitely a lot of the knockoff versions. And the third-party versions that they've really stepped up the quality. So, yeah, and then there's some random things in there as well. I've got a custom Johnny 5 from Short Circuit figure that was more of a statue because it has very limited mobility, but it was 3D printed and it looks phenomenal. It looks like it's straight out of the movie. For those of you guys who have never heard of Johnny 5, that's the robot from the movie Short Circuit and Short Circuit 2. These are movies from, I believe, the early 90s. First one might have been from the late 80s. But if you like robots, if you like cheesy feel-good movies, I highly, highly, highly recommend Short Circuit 1 and especially Short Circuit 2, as it follows a robot that was originally designed as a military weapon that basically, by getting struck by lightning, comes to life, gains self-awareness, and gains a soul, basically. And you get to watch as this robot, which everyone sees as a robot, and is treated like a robot, kind of goes through his journey, and it's just a great character, great set of movies. And also they are supposedly coming out with a remake. Now this has been years and years and years, but now apparently it's going to happen. So definitely keeping an eye out for that. Johnny 5 is it's kind of like a combination of Wall-E, the cute, lovable little robot, mixed with something like, I guess, Chappie, although Chappie's a very vulgar kind of version of that same kind of robot story. So I know I've just kind of gone off randomly. Again, this is just meant as a test. I'm actually live streaming right now. This is the first time I've ever done it. I'm not even sure if this is getting transmitted, to be honest with you, or if it is, maybe it's just me driving around in World of Warcraft and you can't hear my voice. So hopefully it's working. Again, if you guys have any questions, definitely let me know. If you guys want to talk about like Godzilla, for example, I am very hyped about Godzilla vs. Kong. It's coming in less than a couple weeks here. It's going to be on March 31st, and I can't wait. I honestly cannot believe that we're getting this matchup, Godzilla vs. Kong. Just a few years ago, I didn't see how we would even have a practical, grounded Godzilla movie, and then Godzilla 14 came out, or Godzilla 2014. And I'm like, okay, wow, they made that really believable, like how he could just kind of, be this ancient being, and everything kind of made sense in that context. And even the Mutos made sense, because they're like, okay, well, those are ancient parasites. And everything is feeding off of the nuclear radiation. So, yeah, I'm very happy to say that we're living in one of the best times as far as movies go, because Godzilla vs. Kong is going to be one of the biggest blockbusters of all time. Now, granted, the elephant in the room, which I haven't addressed yet, and obviously I haven't made any videos in the last year or so, so I haven't even touched on this one. We are in the middle of a pandemic, so how are you guys feeling about that? Are you done with this whole thing? Are you tired of wearing a mask everywhere and social distancing and not seeing your friends and maybe not going to school or having to do school through the computer or online, Zoom meetings? I personally hate it. I'm kind of an introvert, believe it or not. Like, I don't like big groups of lots of people. I don't have a lot of friends. I prefer smaller groups and, closer friends, I guess. But still, even someone like me, I still enjoy social interaction. I like being out and about and just being able to freely do, whatever I want. So, how do you guys feel about it? It's pretty terrible, this whole thing. Granted, it seems like we're on the mend. We're getting better. The vaccines are rolling out, and I think by this summertime, things are going to start looking a lot more normal. Hopefully, anyways. But I do wonder how that is going to impact, movies like Godzilla vs. Kong, where a lot of movie theaters are shut down. The only way to go to the movies is to actually rent a theater. That's something that my family's considering. You can rent a movie theater apparently for like $100, $120, something like that, and you rent the movie theater. So that's pretty awesome to be able to go and have a movie theater to yourself and to your family. And the money doesn't seem that bad. Like $120 split amongst up to 20 people. That's not bad at all. That's actually a lot cheaper than if you were to just go individually to the movies and buy tickets and stuff. So hopefully Godzilla vs. Kong performs really well, despite the fact that we're in this pandemic and that everything's shut down. But I just wanted to hit on that, see how you guys are feeling about that. Let me know in the comment section below. When do you think this is all going to be over, and what's the first thing that you're going to want to do as soon as you're able to go and do anything you want? Is it going to be to go to a movie, or is it going to be to, just go to the mall, which some malls are open, but, to just be able to freely walk through the mall with no mask on and not worrying about, oh, well, that guy's walking 5.5 feet away from me. I got to back up and turn the other direction. What are you guys looking forward to doing? So let's get back into the game here. So, I'm a level 60 right now. This is actually my third character in this game that's max level. I used to have a ton of them that were max level back in Battle for Azeroth. That was before the level switch, so they took characters that were level 120 and made them into level 50. And now to be max level in this game, you have to level from 50 all the way to 60. So it's kind of confusing. I don't think when they first came out with World of Warcraft, they were thinking it was going to be a game that lasted so many years. Like, it started in 2004. So, if they had known that, maybe they would have started out with a lower cap for the game. And instead of 5 levels in the past, they're going to be done like, 5, 10 max. But here we are. So again, this is my Frost Death Knight. I've been trying to level him up and more gear him up with this one. Really this character. I really tank my Death Knight. So I'd say I'm almost like a main blood DK. But I've actually been enjoying Frost because I had tried Unholy, but it's just I don't really like the keeping up with the diseases, the plagues and stuff. It's really complicated. I don't like having to rely on my companion. I don't just hit things really hard and be done with it. So. Yeah, that's pretty much it for today. I mean, like I said, this is just a test. You guys are seeing this, that's awesome. Thanks for stopping by. If you want to see more World of Warcraft videos, I don't think I'm particularly great in this game. So you're not going to see, like, top tier, amazing content from me. But, you never know what you might see. You might see, might have some fun watching stuff. That created a game. But yeah, I'll also be talking about Godzilla and Jurassic Park and all kinds of things. So again, thank you for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you're able to see this video. And yeah.